And you know, you aren't even TV.
Too many conflicts of interest.
I guess, see, I've got my hat on as an educator.
Right. When we started off, we had to get the really because we're not going to publish it. And now it's just sort of like
That's all right. I understand that, but you know, I like, with my level of experience, and then I would like to get done. But obviously, maybe when I'm not a publisher,
that's the thing. It's the only thing is like you're not actively publishing books.
I get it. Thanks very much.
Hello.
Does my name appear on any site?
No.
It's just a typo.
Might bring a chair. Where can I put a chair, Brad?
Yeah, you might have to just put another row at the front. Could be the easiest thing to do.
Are we bringing more chairs in?
Go on, please.
Can I pull the water? If it's too high, you look tiny. Imagine if you like that. Dr. Gullet says hello, by the way. Dr. I work in engineering. We've got a lot of experience. Good.
Four on that side as well, yeah?
Should we do two to do it?
Let's go into the should I bring one more?
Should we see the first one? This one.
Sing? Ah, I see. No, it's okay.
I know. Hey, on that. Just full surprise and impressed.
No, but they're not because people are pushed.
I'm going to stand in the middle and talk.
Okay, that's fine.
I think you're going to vote for
Hello, can everyone please take their seats? Sorry? There's a couple of spare seats dotted around. Please find a seat if you can.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone okay? There's a seat here, there's a seat there if anyone's looking for a seat. Two there as well. Seat here, Catherine. For one more person to come in. There we go. Okay, good evening everyone. Welcome to the Business Book Awards 2026 Shortlist Reveal Party. Thank you so much for being here. It's the 8th edition of these awards, and it's amazing to see how many books have been entered. This year we've seen a record number of books entered, a whopping 340 entries. That's a 25% increase 70 more books this year compared to last year, so a whopping increase in terms of entries. So for those of you here tonight, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for the support. Thank you for submitting your book, but thank you most importantly for writing your book. You know, we've had the pleasure of receiving your parcels over the last couple of weeks, months. We've been chased. Has my book arrived? You know, but the awards are really, really important, not because of the books, but because of the message. And I think it's the message that keeps driving people to share more and more important information through published books. And I think what we need to understand is that the real competitive advantage in 2026 is not technology, it's not AI, but it's clarity. It's clarity about where we're going, what are we doing, how are we doing it. We're in very, very uncertain times, and it's a time where we need to see real leadership. We need people to come together. You know, AI is not going to take your job. AI is not going to replace book publishing. It's not going to stop people from writing books. And that's really important. Although so many people think they can write a book using AI or getting AI to write a book for them, it's the knowledge that you hold in your hearts and your minds that you're sharing in your book. So it's really important. But another thing we need to understand is that, you know, Britain is still one of the leading countries for startups, but still 90% of businesses fail. And that's something we need to target. Because starting a business isn't hard. It's actually growing that business, sustaining it, and keeping it growing. And actually, it's not about scaling a business, it's about making it profitable. You know, more and more investors want to see profitability, not future shares. So, you know, they don't want to see you going through several rounds of funding, you know, when they're looking at your business. They want to see how much money it can make right now, and that's really, really important. So profitability is really, really important. Another key thing that I've learned through the Business Book Awards is that people don't leave companies, they leave confusion, and they leave bad managers. So again, we've seen a huge number of books entered this year in people, culture and management, and some fantastic, fantastic books. And unfortunately, we can't shortlist them all, but there have been some amazing titles. One of the ones that stood out to me was one called Serendipity. And this is something I truly believe in, because you've always got to be in the right place at the right time. And some of the things, some of the successes that you see from massive entrepreneurs, it's not necessarily hard work and grit. That does play a part. But again, it is about rubbing shoulders with the right people, buying at the right time, meeting the right people. And that is all down to serendipity. So again, some fantastic, fantastic titles. Productivity is another interesting one. It's not necessarily about getting things done quicker. It's about doing them better and at a higher level and standard. I think that's something we've seen post-lockdown, that although people think working from home is more productive, we're now seeing a shift that companies want people back in the office. They want people having those chats around the coffee machine, those face-to-face meetings, and that comes back to well-being as well, you know, checking in on your employees and so forth. So there's some fantastic, fantastic books. I can't keep talking about how great they are. But I think, you know, the best business books don't necessarily just give you the answers, but they raise the questions in your mind about what can you do as an individual to make things better. What can you do better? And I think that's what's been really interesting, being around the room today. So for those of you who are attending as authors, earlier today this room was full of books. Some as high as here, which we had to sort of change the piles around because of health and safety. You know, it was a challenge. It was a massive, massive challenge, and I do want to thank all of our judges for taking the time out, for volunteering their time, because this is going to be a long 3 months for them, because they've got to go through those shortlisted books tooth and nail and make sure that they do justice to every single book. And you know, they've spent the last couple of weeks going through the shortlist and so forth, the long list, sorry, and then today the shortlist, and you know, so they're going to spend a good couple of months going through these books. So I'd just like to give them a huge thank you. But before I continue, I'd just like to thank you, our hosts for this evening, Pearson. And I'd like to welcome Julian Partridge just to say a few words of welcome.
Hi everybody. It's lovely to be here. It's lovely to see you. It's a sort of palpable sense of energy and excitement, so it's terrific. I just really wanted to say a few thank yous and anticipate the excitement of the day and the process. So, well, first of all, thanks to Kazim and to Brad.
Right here. Thank you.
That happened last year, actually. You were here.
That's fine.
So, and thank you to my colleagues in Pearson as well, especially Alma, who has done a great job pulling this together from our perspective. But really, perhaps just to take a couple of minutes to say a special thank you to the authors, because what you do, I agree, Kazim, what you do seems particularly important this year, at the moment, and all of the skill and the judgment, the wisdom, all of the hard work, and all of that prose that reads a lot better than a large language model as well, I would say. So it's terrific to be able to celebrate this evening with all of you. It's a tough process, it's a great process, but we can enjoy the evening, and best of luck.
Thank you. And as I mentioned, we've got over 40, I think we've got 46 judges this year. We've got 46 judges across the various categories. And this process is independent, so we as the organisers have no hand in what happens to the books. Once they come in this room, they are in the hands of the judges. And that process is overseen by Jack Burns, our head judge. So I'm just going to call Jack just to say a few words.
Where would we be without books? Our house would be empty, and a lot uglier actually. So if the question is where are we without books, we can't do it without authors. And thank you all for entering. Next year, just do it. Publishers too, publishers in the room, give us more books, we need more books. So today we had a beautiful room of judges here, many of whom are authors too, business people. You know, they're you, but on the other side of the panel, of the fence today. But they won't always be. It could be you next year as a judge. But we've had a fabulous day. We had a lot of books to get through, and we did. And the discussions were intense. Discussions were nuanced. They were important, and they were gave the respect that was due for all of the book centres. So thank you, judges. Thank you, everyone, for entering. It's going to be, as you say, a long 3 months of judging, and then I will get a big bundle of books at the end of that period, and I have to get through them and find the final winner, which is always joyful, usually done lying down, but in the bath occasionally, I think.
As
Yeah,
long as you don't get the books wet.
some of them end up soggy. So if you want to submit waterproof books next year, you have a chance of winning. But thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Jack. As I said, you know, the judges do a fantastic job. They all volunteer their time. And yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you to them once again. So I know you're all eager to find out which books have been shortlisted. Again, I just want to reiterate, we have had 340 books entered this year. It has been a phenomenal year. And I don't want anyone to walk away here today feeling deflated if they haven't been shortlisted. It's not because your book wasn't good, it's just because of the huge quality of every single book out there, and just how many we've received and how many we can shortlist. So keep doing what you're doing, keep writing books and keep submitting them. So I'm going to now hand over the mic to one of my colleagues for the first category, to read out the first category. Bryony, are you here?
I am.
Right, Bryony's going to hand out announce the shortlist for the Startup Scale-Up category.
Thank you.
Start-up and scale-up are so important. The people who have the bravery to start up a business, we salute you. Those with the tenacity to scale up, we admire you. And those who've written books to help them through that, thank you. The shortlist is build, scale, sell. Buy, run, build. They don't all have titles. It wasn't one of the criteria. How to make $1 billion in 9 steps. How to survive in a scale-up business. Lifestyle business playbook. And standout hospitality.
Sorry, we've got a technical issue.
Shall I mind?
Present again, present.
Thanks. Books through the interpretive dance.
Yep.
Sorry, just carry on.
Just have to carry on.
Almost.
Sorry about that. Right, we're going to move on to the next category. Sales and marketing. Catherine?
Oh, listen, it's such a wonderful honour to be here today and stand in front of you all to announce the shortlist for this category on behalf of the judging team, Gary and Richard. Can I just say it was a really, really competitive category this year, and we did have some very robust discussions. So without further ado, here is the shortlist. Community building for marketers. How to sell. Human first marketing. Leads machine. Pitch. Rebrand right. Yeah, keep it coming, keep it coming. ROI reimagined. The brand new future. The Chief Event Officer's Playbook, and finally, the Work Smarter Guide to Pitching. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all the
Thank you, Catherine. So now, this one was a massive category, people, culture and management. So I'd like to call Chaveria Kadir on to announce the shortlist for this one.
The seat right at the back. But yes, people, culture and management, my fellow judges, Robbie and Andrea, who's not here this evening. We also had many robust discussions. It was very difficult to get down to our list, and such amazing entries, so thank you everyone who entered that category. So for the shortlistees, it's confident, connection and disconnection in remote teams, generationally speaking, lost in transformation, people, represent, smart conflict, the 10-minute rules, the art of less, the confidence breakthrough, the emotional life of organizations, and the power of a lollipop.
Okay, and that brings us nicely on to the next category, change and sustainability. Ritika, do you mind presenting? Are you okay? You sure?
I'm okay. I didn't judge the category, that's why he's asking that. So I can't say anything about how amazing these books were, but I bet they were amazing. Congratulations. Okay, so the shortlisted books.
Sneak preview. Technology's not working too well.
So are they okay? Should I keep going?
Sneak preview.
AI demystified.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, don't carry one.
Chasing permanence. Woo! How to change the world. Hey, karma capitalism. Nature's blueprint for business. The good communicator.
There you go. Sorry. They can't see anything.
The human advantage. What will your legacy be? Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, and our next category is leadership. Again, another massive, massive category. And can I have Matt Thomas come forward to announce the shortlist on this, please?
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on this really amazing day. And yeah, leadership was a big old category, wasn't it? Right? I think we were 40 books.
Yes.
Yeah. And so we managed to whittle it down to 12, but it was some challenge. There were some really important books on an important subject, how we lead ourselves and lead others. And I think when we get that right, everything else follows. So, without further ado, our shortlisted books are Be More Strategic. Constellation. Feminine Intelligence. Goodbye. Hope is a strategy. Lead with confidence. Meaning over purpose. Shadows at work. Story business. The captaincy. The long haul leader. And the through line.
Thank you so much, I'm glad the technology was working there just time through. So, the next one, business self-development. Can I have Matt Davidson from the book publicist, please? Well, Matt wakes his way up. For those of you who are authors, the book publicists are one of our key partners and have been for the last 7 years.
How long has it all been going? What year?
Yeah, 8 years. 7, 8 years, yeah.
I didn't need glasses last year. That's how long. Okay, so the the shortlist for the business self-development books are Artificial Death of a Career, Cut Through, Good Girl Rebellion, Present with Presence, Sacred Business, The Failure Advantage, The Now Woman, Trend Leader, You're the Best, and Your Platform Power.
Okay, so the next category, work and life. Can I have Lily over to?
I can see this. I forgot my glasses, so I'm going to cheat. I've got my mobile, which is AI, by the way. So here we go. So this is really relevant for me because I cover 130 countries. I travel a lot. And I never managed to maintain work-life balance. So thank you to all the authors. You're all winners today. However, as you know, it's a really tough decision between the three of us. We had more than robust discussions, it was more of an argument, really. Right, okay. So, the shortlisters are a groundhog career, another door opens, sex, return journey, route 116 to Sonoma, smart careers, the rules of success, and finally, ooh, tiny experiments. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lily. Now on to wellness and well-being. If I could have Teresa Bowie, please.
So again, just to echo the words of my fellow judges, huge congratulations to all of the authors in the room today. I am an author, and I have to say, when someone came up to me and said, "You're an author," I'm like, it's an incredible feeling. And I know I was talking earlier on today, and I said, you know, one of the things being a judge is actually when we are authors, we realise how much time, effort, energy that you have all put into your books. So just to echo a huge thank you. This year, I have judged at the awards now for 6 years. I think it is, yeah, and it's always a privilege. It's my favourite day of the year, I have to say. It's just amazing. And this year I'm really privileged to be judging the wellness and wellbeing books. So in no particular order, just to be clear on that, the books that have made the shortlist are Brain Tools for the Busy, By Design, Not Default, Do Reset, Have a Magnificent Menopause, let's hope. How to Help Him, The Imposter Phenomenon, Uncluttered, and Unlearning Masculinity. So huge congratulations, everyone.
Other way. There you go. So you went back. There you go.
They are real, but I assure you, they are proper books, they are very heavy, and I'm looking forward to reading them.
Okay, so on to short business book. Can I have Sandra Garlick?
Yes, they were the ones. Just joking. It's great to be back again this year, and you know, just because these are short business books, there is no less judging that goes into them. We've had a great day, we've had a long day, and it's just so lovely to see such a range of different, a variety of books, and walking into this room today and just smelling and feeling all those books is amazing. We may get all your application forms online, but there's nothing better than the feel and smell of a brand new book. So thank you for writing them. And the shortlisted candidates and the, well, let's say finalists, sort of, yes, in the short business book section are 12.5 leadership lessons, a little book of leadership lessons. Now, they're not all called leadership lessons. Box Clever, Brilliantly Bouncy, Stop Confusing People, Sustain, The Easy Yes, and Visibly Brilliant. Congratulations, everybody.
Okay, now on to the next category. In specialist business books, can I have Tony Harrison come and announce this category?
Should have stood at the front, really. My first time at the awards, being a judge here, so this has been a really interesting and wonderful day, just going through some of the books and trying to whittle them down to the 12 that we selected for the shortlist. So, without further ado, the shortlisted books are Business Architecture, Governing the Machine, How to Job Search in Book Publishing, Internal Communication in Times of Crisis, Personal Threat Management, Shift, AI for Agencies, Squad Safe, Tech-enabled hospitality, strategies to alleviate guest experience and operational efficiency. The Climate Intelligent Organisation. The Cybersecurity Handbook. The Financial Times Guide to Business Ethics. And finally, The Shape of Taste. Thank you very much.
Okay, so on to our next category. We've got diversity, inclusion and equality. Ramona, are you here? Oh, you had to be at the back, didn't you? Come on, make a run for it.
Hello everyone, good evening. I just want to say thank you to Mavinti and also to Tony because we had a really good day. Judging is my first time judging as well. I had the pleasure of being at the awards last year though, so I saw that and I was really inspired and I wanted to get involved. Obviously we've got the diversity, equity and inclusion category. It was a bit smaller than some of the other categories, but you know what, I'm seeing it's a positive because I'm hoping that DEI has been embedded into all of the other categories. So we don't need it and also to everyone who is doing DEI work, continue doing what you're doing, reinventing and being really bold as to how we tackle the issue because it's not going to go away. So I just wanted to say that. Alright, so the shortlist in this area. First one is DEI and Me. Empower. Next one is Can I Say That? Yeah. We've then got Equity, Diversity and Inclusion Explained. We have From Intent to Impact. And last but not least, we have How to Build LGBTQ plus inclusive workplaces.
Thank you, Ramona. On to our next category, which is Business Journey Books. Can I have Joe Watson, please?
I too am the first time judge. I'm used to presenting and looking at the screens. I really admire, and I think the rest of the group of judges, people that are willing to put their highs and lows into print and share with everybody. So congratulations to all of the people that are on the long list, but the short list too. It was a short long list compared to some of the other groups, but still very tricky to kind of get down and whittle it down. So the people that have the books that have made it to the final are How to Make $1 Million in Business. It's About Time. Soul Survivor. I'm hoping for some whoops in there. The Firkin Saga. Yay! The slingshot formula. And the stoic capitalist. So, congratulations.
Thank you. And on to another massive category, which is smart thinking. Can I please have Eleanor Trainer on stage to present this one?
Okay, hello, and unfortunately I wasn't part of this team either, but I heard the debate. Shall we say it went on for a very long time. So anyway, the finalists in this category are decoding, efficiency and innovation. Defy. Thank you, Tash. Judo thinking.
Yay!
Junk values. One size fits none.
Yay!
Radical doubt, turning uncertainty into surefire success. The entrepreneur within. The human edge. The work we need. Vibe coding. We need new leaders. Yeah, but.
Thank you. Beautifully presented there, Eleanor. And now, I'm not expecting many cheers for the next category, as it's our international business book category. Over 70 books in this category alone. So, lots of international books this year. And Jack, do you mind doing the honours on this one, please?
So maybe we need to do a few more whoops, because I don't think many of these people will be with us, given that they're international. So the shortlist is for International Business Book Award is category rather is a CEO for all seasons.
Woo!
Brilliant data or data.
Yay!
Change fluency.
Woo!
Depositioning. Exceptional experiences as a result of pioneers. The 4 Jobs Club. The belonging paradox. These all sound like they're relationship books. I'm loving this. There's a lot of business in this business. The dark pattern.
Freudian slip.
The seismic shift in you. This is so much fun. The uncertainty principle. The last 2 voice prints.
Thank you, Jack. And that's the shortlist, everyone. I'd like to apologise for some of the technical difficulties we've had this evening. But just to put it into perspective, we didn't get the shortlist for the last category until about 5 p.m. So you imagine we've got to put all of that together in the space of an hour. So unfortunately, we got there in the end. And I just want to once again thank you all for being amazing people, for writing your books, for being a part of this community. I mean, the Business Book Awards is a community. Many authors tend to collaborate after meeting here later on, whether that's writing more books, whether that's collaborating in business and supporting each other. Make the most of this evening, network with each other. If you have been shortlisted, feel free to come to the front and get your photo taken with your book, which I hope you brought with you today. And again, if you have been shortlisted, we look forward to celebrating with you, your friends, your family and your colleagues at the Business Book Awards on the 16th of September here in London. Early bird tickets are on sale to make the most of the discount. And we'll see you all there. Thank you.
It was great. Yeah. Everybody.